How's your day going, Kanchi? Hope you're doing well. Looks like Chip is running a bit late today. Oh. You've got the same thing today? Are you on day 14 as well?
Keep your posture straight.
It's probably scripted daily,
3,
yeah.
2, 1, go! Alternate bringing your knees up to touch the ring con.
I wonder how long it's
Be
scripted
mindful
for.
of your body and stretch within the range of your ability.
You know what you're telling me? Just your range will be
Last
good?
time.
Thanks.
All right.
I feel strongly about this one.
Next is the heel lift stretch. Bring the insides of your ankles
I dug a
up
little
toward
deeper
the ring
into
con.
my
This
classical
stretch can help make your hips more flexible.
/ romantic
Last
modal
time.
composition
Just
handbag.
like that. Next is
Sure,
the
maybe
back
12.
straightening stretch.
Maybe they go by
Take a
the
big
day of the
step
week.
forward and drop your hips. Focus on lowering your body without putting too much weight on your front foot.
No Nintendo.
Be sure to keep your lower back straight.
That's the kind of thing that they probably
Let's do one more of each.
made a surprising number of.
All right.
Or
Good.
figured out some sort of scheme.
Finally, spread your feet. Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side.
To make it
Focus
seem
on
as though
leaning to
they're
the
endless.
side without bending forward. This should stretch both the muscles in your sides and in your arms. Let's do one more of each. Great job.
I think the game has counted some extra days for me. That where I didn't actually exercise because I popped into the game to take a look at something. Or like was trying to figure out why I couldn't send rings to Marks. Otherwise fine, it was good. That was good. Glad to hear that. I'm doing well. I didn't get a great sleep last night, so I'm pretty tired. We shall see if I am able to do the second stream today. I might skip stream number 2 for Wednesday in order to just get to bed earlier and get a better night's sleep. But we'll see how I feel. Yes. Thank you, Kanchi. I think I sent you a bunch today as well. Yeah, so for 2 Kanchi. Yes, gym buddies. The my hope is that what time is it at my place? It's currently 6 p.m. It's currently 6 p.m. here in Toronto. Yeah, my hope is that I can do this, take a break, and then pop back on to play some Dragon Quest, even just for like an hour and a half or whatever. But we shall see. I won't push too hard. I won't hurt myself. Let's go to this level. Rain, go away. Come again some other day. Dear Solar Plexia, please cease. I humbly request that you end your flow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
A visitor? Ah, welcome, stranger. As you can see, this country is plagued by heavy rain. Phew. People in these parts have referred to the rain as the tears of the solar plexia for longer than anyone. Or tears of the solar plexus? You should crash yourself up by now, though. I think it's Drago's dark power.
Huh?
Yeah, that's where Drago is hosting his dark forces. Alright, it's abs time. Time for abs. I kind of like the Warrior 3 situation. I kind of like that I was bad at it, if that makes sense. It was nice to have the challenge. I watched your video on Nezert golfing, Brad. I thought that was really good. It was really interesting to hear about the considerations behind putting that thing together, even if I didn't really understand that much. Since I've started learning some coding, though, I feel like I'm understanding more and more technobabble than I did before. Where should we put our big point, our big skill point? We might not have a lot of options for where to put it. Oh, I wanted to do this pendulum bend thing. I should work that in. Okay, let's do this defense boost thing. We'll get rid of the hip shake for now. All right, let's see where this gets us.
There's the lift.
Squatting, okay. We can do that much.
This vehicle is powered purely on squats. Pretty
Aren't
cool,
it?
right?
This vehicle's like me.
You got it.
I'm powered purely by squats. Squats everywhere. It's like the cosmology of the universe.
You can get more power from the squat by bending your knees. But don't extend it past your toes. You got it.
So you can go faster by squatting faster.
When you want to vacuum something up, just pull on me from both sides.
But it's like the universe, like the world is built on a squat. Underneath the world is being held up by a squat. And then underneath that squat rests on another squat. All right.
Pendulum bend.
I wanted the screen apparently. Hey there, Greg. How's it going?
Okay, let's move.
Too much squats in this game? No, man.
This will focus on your weight. Very nice. Amazing.
There's no such thing as too many squats.
Excellent. 30 more.
How you doing, Greg?
Okay. Wonderful.
On my home planet,
Well done.
the atmosphere
Excellent.
is 60% squats.
Fine work.
I die without them. I suffocate.
Okay. Nicely done.
Job work for the next few days.
Great.
It's awesome. Do you have any big plans? Are you gonna go see that
Okay.
special someone?
Awesome. Fantastic.
Thanks so much for
Perfect.
boosting the Discord server.
Good job.
That was really
Nice.
cool of you.
All right. Sharp. Neat. 20 more.
I've already added up some of the emotes.
Great.
I loaded up
Amazing.
custom invite screen.
Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Nice.
It's gonna be good stuff.
Sharp.
I appreciate you doing that.
Very nice. Wonderful. Good job. Amazing. Okay. Keep it up. Great. Challenge yourself. Yes. Yes. Well done. Come on. 10 more. Great. Neat. Fantastic. Excellent. Good job. 5. Very nice.
What, are you gonna chill? Thought you were putting the boost to good use. Who's gonna boost you more?
Select a skill
Whatever.
and attack.
I'm just grateful for what we've got, right?
Overhead lunge twist.
You thought I was done squatting after World 3? With the triumphal squat? The wide leg overhead.
Okay, let's go. Be sure not to move your knees. Nice. Nicely done.
The wide leg overhead squats that obliterate your hamstrings.
Excellent. Awesome. Great. Excellent.
What matters most is that you
Neat.
boosted the server
Amazing.
as much as you could, right?
All right. Nice.
Yeah, me too. It's a good look.
Fine work.
My own windbreakers, bright orange.
Well done.
I will show it to you after this exercise.
Neat.
It's a color I call "Don't Get Hit by a Car" orange.
Okay. Good fight.
I'm cheating. I moved my arms. Okay, I'll have to improve my posture. I feel like with a lot of the exercises, you kind of have to. Is this on Switch? Yeah, for sure. This orange windbreaker is not for Switch though. This is something I'm bringing to the table. How's it going, Vicstario? How's it going? It's good. I like it. It's a good windbreaker. Let's break some wind. The very wholesome indeed. Fun for the whole family.
Nice.
If your whole family is just me. And if your body is
Score.
75% squat per weight
Try
by
bending
volume,
your elbows slightly and keep pulling on me.
I will definitely be warm. I'll take it off as soon as I can. It's good though.
Great.
Yeah, improving your form is always a thing, right?
Select a skill.
Like a lot of the exercises in this game, I've already done before in real life. Well, I love exercise and it is fun. So it should be good.
Standing twist.
Good for both of us. Honestly, this game is great. If you want me to
Twist.
sing its praises, just let me know.
Right. Left. Right. Left.
I gladly.
Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left.
Does the game look like it's making exercise fun?
Left.
Or
Right.
do I have something to do with
Use
it?
a full range of motion.
Am I making exercise look fun too?
Right. 30 more. Left. Right.
I do
Halfway
find it
there.
fun.
Left.
I
Right.
I would say though for
Right.
on the Kanchi's comment about using your arms or whatever,
Right.
a big part of
Right. 10 more.
learning to
Left.
like exercising
Left.
is just like learning how to coordinate your body
Right. Left. Right.
to have like good awareness of what your posture looks like as you go through movements and to like find balance, find your
Hold
breath,
in your stomach when you breathe out.
feel your body out as you feel the strain build up or release on different parts of your body as you move. So there's stuff like the exercises like the squats. I've done a zillion squats in my life, right? No one heard
Select a skill and attack.
here nobody can hear you scream. Whereas something like this overhead lunge twist is something I've never done outside of this game. So it's taken me some learning, for sure.
Knee lift.
That's right, Audubon pal.
Move super energetically. Right, left. Good night. Ab guard.
Easy, easy.
Keep squeezing.
Easy.
Be sure to
So,
stay
like,
hydrated.
I feel like a lot of exercises can take you a little while to like find your balance or to like find the sweet spot. And for me, that's always a part of learning a new exercise.
Okay, let's move. Lower your body so it's parallel to the floor. Great! Amazing! Very nice! 30 more! Fine work! Excellent! Excellent! Wonderful! Fantastic!
Like this one,
Awesome!
I've never done before today.
Okay!
And so it
Nicely
feels
done!
like my hips are down and my back is horizontal to the
Neat.
floor.
Keep it
But if I
up!
check the tape, if I check the video afterwards,
All
they
right!
might reveal
Perfect.
otherwise.
Okay! Amazing!
Should get a mirror.
Nice! Fantastic!
Mirrors are handy for exercising.
Yes!
Because they make it easier if you check your form.
Nice! Great! 20 more! Well done! Sharp! Yes!
Having a gym buddy helps. People can spot it.
Fantastic!
Give you a good idea
Good
of how
job!
well
Amazing!
you're doing the exercise. Because some of these can be legitimately hard
Fantastic!
to tell on your own.
Amazing! Good job! Wonderful! Excellent! Excellent! Great! Increase your pace! Neat! Very nice! Fantastic! 10 more! Great! You got it! Yes! Yes! Good job! You got it!
There we go.
You made it! Awesome!
Get off now. Just want to pop in. All right. Good night, Greg. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Much appreciated. Many exercises, tips have arm extended. It's my reference, right? Get them gains. You got it, boys. Boys and girls. Victory indeed. Yeah. Chip's posture is definitely way better than mine.
You got it!
In the middle of the track, I was doing squats. Mountain climber, to hell with that thing. Those are hard. Cool.
a great run. Now turn your exercise into experience points with a victory pose.
Yeah, Tip's posture is definitely way better than mine.
Charge your squat power, but don't overextend yourself. Release to victory!
Tip has very,
Lightly cover the IR motion camera with the pad of your right thumb as shown.
Tip has very loose shoulders and
Please
hips.
do not move your thumb.
Tip has a good range of motion. I guess Tip is there regardless of whether or not, regardless of like the body, your body type, right? So we're all built differently. Different exercises are going to be easier for some of us than others. Depending upon how wide set your hips or your shoulders are, you might have an easier or harder time keeping your arms or your legs straight, or like that shoulder width. Oh, it's Fortnite. Fortnite version.
Ready? Go! Outstanding!
What are the balloons filled with that they explode like that?
Chest, not just your hand. And press in. Great effort. Good. Great. This will target multiple muscles. Awesome work. Awesome. Whoa! Beautiful. Superb. Wow! Amazing! Fantastic! Awesome work! Awesome! Nailed it!
Does it just go like full explodo mode at the end? Nice. 27,000. I sure got B rank at least. Package pulverizer. 175 ring presses. Crest movie. Super Crest movie. Well, that's fun. Finished for the day. How long would you be playing? Only like 10 minutes? I get, is that what the game has in mind? That you're gonna play for 10 minutes a day? Rather than for an hour 3 times a week? Like I've been doing? I'd have to look at the instructions again. I don't know how clear it makes it. I kind of forget. Kind of forget what it says at the beginning. Because I disregarded it and went ahead with my own thing. Oh no, I want to devour. Yeah, for sure. Some of the moves are, I imagine,
All right, let's go.
work better for people with different body proportions than others.
Yay!
I think it might be like a mileage may vary type of situation,
You've got it.
where there's
Keep
certain
pushing me
ones
into your
where
stomach.
like, if people have really long legs, they probably detect really easily
Yeah, doing good.
because of the range of motion is so much greater. Like that kind of thing. Okay, the only other thing that I don't get is the difference in
Select a skill.
the damage power of the different moves. Seems all over the place.
Warrior 3 pose.
Yeah, a lot of the ground moves can be kind of weird.
Bend slowly. Perfect. Lower a little more. Slowly return to the starting position. Lower your body and avoid tilting to the left or right. Bend a little more.
A lot of times, like, the degree angle of the ring to the floor can heavily impact where it thinks the ring is. But I mean,
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget
admittedly,
to switch legs.
it's not a precision instrument, right?
Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. It's okay to slightly bend your supporting leg.
And for the most of the exercises, I'd say that it gets close enough. If you don't worry too much about getting competitive with it and try to like power game it.
Excellent! Ab guard!
Which I know I'm guilty of too.
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't cheese it. I won't cheese it. I'll definitely do my best to find exercises that optimize things. And ways to do them correctly. Or ways to do the exercises quickly. But I'm not gonna cheese any of them.
Chair pose. Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. You'll feel it in your chest and shoulders.
Yeah. Like tips, shoulders are way more flexible in terms of rotating backward than mine are. I can't bring my arms as vertical.
Be sure to stay hydrated. Knee lift. Move super energetically. Right, left, right, right.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna bother
Left, right,
speed running
left, right, left,
the category
left,
where
left. Use a full range of motion for maximum effect.
you just hold
Left,
the
30 more.
controller in your hands
Left, halfway there. Right, left, right.
and fake
left,
doing the
20
moves.
more. Right, left, right, left, left. 10 more. Right, left. 5.
At level 1 intensity.
Left. Flawless.
I've no interest in that. That's not my bag.
Keep squeezing.
Excuse me. Oh no! Oh wow. It's one of the hard guys.
Warrior 3 pose.
Yeah, one of the biggest draws of this game for me. Is that it's a fun game that is also definitely exercise.
Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Ideally, this pose should be shaped like the letter T.
So like, this exercise would be good in the speed run because it does a lot of damage over a short period of time, right?
Okay,
And
let's
it's,
switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs. Bend slowly. Slowly return
Relatively
to the starting position. Train your leg muscles.
Easy to get a great attack.
Perfect! Ab guard! You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be right. I may have a different conception of how long it takes to do based on like actually performing the exercise rather than like the actual fact of it.
Front press.
Stark magic, figuring out where the points actually come from.
Let's move. Press in on the ring con as you breathe out.
What
Fantastic.
actually is determining the damage output.
Very nice. Amazing. Excellent. Awesome. Neat.
Whether or not.
Well done.
Yeah, I still don't know how it works either.
Yes.
The other thing that'll be fun about speedrunning this game
Nice.
is that like at the end of a
All right.
speedrunning
Keep
session,
it up.
even if you don't get
Okay.
a good time,
Amazing.
it kind of doesn't matter, right?
Great.
As long as you still got a good exercise in.
Good job.
How's it going, Greg? Welcome to the
Wonderful.
channel. How you doing today?
Fine work. Okay. Nice.
You missed me showing off my
Nice.
orange windbreaker.
Great.
I'm beating the bird.
Okay. Fantastic. Excellent. Nicely done. Oh, increase your pace. Great. Good job. Neat. 10 more. You got it. Fine work. Very nice. Great. Well done. 5.
I wonder why the one on the right died
Keep it
first.
up. That one's down.
You can't do 40 worlds in one session? We shall see. No, you're right. Yeah, oh, hold on. We were talking about the character in games, orange or green windbreaker. So I went and grabbed mine.
You should feel it in your stomach when
It's
you breathe out.
don't get hit by a car orange.
A tough one, but but
You want to eat those
can do it.
lifesavers? I think this is one. This lightsaber is hard to swallow, Brad. I think this one hurts coming down.
Overhead lunge twist.
All right. Let's see if.
Okay, let's move. Firmly twist your hips and upper body at the same time.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Kanchi. I get you.
Fine work.
I get what you were saying.
Awesome. Well done.
Look at all the wind I'm breaking.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was a good tip, Kanchi. That does feel better.
Yes. Yes.
Feels like more of an exercise.
Excellent.
I can feel it working better.
Nice. Wonderful. All right.
Is that your fast Autobomb pal emote?
Good job.
Autobomb pal Rapido?
Neat.
What's
Amazing.
called fast? I'm okay. I'm trying to remember.
Very nice. Keep it up. Fine work. Nice.
Autobomb pal can't break wind. It's true.
Nice.
Autobomb pal
Very
is
nice.
explosive, right?
Challenge yourself. Okay. Nice. 5. You got it. Come on. 3. Excellent. Great.
The other thing that's
You made it.
frustrating about some of those exercises is they always start on the same side, right? So if you only ever get through half of them. I don't need it to be like perfect to the number on each side. But I feel like it should alternate which side it starts on. An orange peach. You'd think the color of the peach would be peach, but the peach is orange.
You did it.
I sure did. Sure did, baby.
Great.
That's right. I skipped right over those bad guys.
Drop your hips. Victory!
I kind of wish I hadn't, though. I kind of want to fight all the bad guys. Because if you skip the bad guys, you just don't get the exercise. So I'm the one who loses. If I don't do the exercise, I'm the one who loses. True victory. How's your day going, Greggles? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good one. If only he was here. Shh, everybody, it's the plot. Come on, gather around. Let's read. You can see Solar Plexia's shrine just up ahead, but it's only accessible by following a specific path. The village priest is the only one who knows the way, but reaching her will be a challenge in this ring. I also mentioned that the priestess has a son, and a dog, and an alarm clock. He's the only one who can come and go freely from the shrine. Interesting. Interesting. General Store number 6. I love apricots. I already have 8 apparently. I have 20 milks. If I don't use them soon, they're going to become yogurts. Some cool new clothes. Some leggings. I kind of like the outfit as is present. Don't know we need any of that. Even Pokemon doesn't have a plot like that. It's true. I think I may have crushed some people's Pokemon dreams last stream. My feeling is that people didn't actually want to hear me give my perspective as a former competitive Pokemon player on what I thought about the game. But I guess that's how it goes. Let's get that stretch happening. You think it's interesting? Well, that's good. I think, people have answers they want to hear, right? And I don't mean that in like a crappy way. I'm not trying to be mean, but people are excited and they don't want to lose that excitement, because being excited is precious. What's up, man? Yeah, I would agree with you, Kanchi. Don't you tell me you plan on going to see the priestess. In order to see the priestess, you must gather 20 raindrops. Feeling a bit under the weather.
Huh?
Yikes, he's hitting pretty hard here. So it's all, it's open season. This thing. These are really hard to do, like physically. I find them difficult to do. And the game isn't very good at detecting them. So that one's frustrating. For me, personally. Looks like we're getting enough squats in, just naturally. So let's do the thigh thing. Thigh thing's always good. Let's get that in the mix. I always find that one funny. But yeah, I wish the best of luck to everybody playing the new Pokemon game. I hope it's everything they want it to be. I really do. Oh, I have to do the thing. Did I already do the thing? What? Was I supposed to like
Faster if you raise your knees up higher.
jump to get this? Whatever, come on. Silly game.
Yay!
Trying some burgers? Nice. Nice. Sounds good.
You got it!
Come on. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon games. They're coming out all the time. Just like on every format.
You did it!
For so many systems. Mobile games. Mobile games in every genre.
Yeah, doing good. You did it! All right.
Alrighty.
That was a great run. Drop your hips. Victory!
Stray. Like, I used to be a dyed-in-the-wool true Pokemon super fan. And I have not enjoyed a Pokemon game for so long. For so long. This is tough. Like, I understand that they're not like an independent artist who's just like doing it for the love.
Hurrah!
1, 2, 3 ellipses. I get that they're a company like trying to turn a profit. Priestess. But at the same time, so come on, guys. No, I'm not gonna get it up. I'm not gonna pick it up.
Eh?
The last Pokemon game I really enjoyed was Pokemon X and Y.
Oh!
I beat Omega Ruby or whatever. And I was kind of on the fence about it. And then I think I only got like a third through Pokemon Moon before I was just like, now we're good. I don't mind if they erase moves. There's too many moves in Pokemon as it is. There's so many moves that do nearly the same thing. I think the moves are the least interesting part of Pokemon right now. Especially because in the game there's so many redundant moves that no one ever uses. Because you'd be stupid to. They're just like the same move as another move, but worse in every way. And not even in like a cutesy, like, you know, Vine Whip becomes Razor Leaf kind of way. But like, two moves, the same type, the same PP, the same power, but one of the moves also does status. And they have nearly identical distribution amongst Pokemon. This is whatever. Get rid of them first. The villager who pretended to be sick lied to us?
All right.
Good enough for me. Come on, let's go stop Drago. Let's make some smoothers. There's so many smoothers now. We can make apricot smoothers. Oh, I guess apricot and bananas are for your abs. For your abdominals.
I'm all ready.
Bum, 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 bum.
Squeeze. Way to squeeze.
The same thing with abilities. There's a lot of Pokemon who have abilities that are the same ability as another Pokemon's ability, but it's also horrible. So, They have my blessing to get rid of all those. We don't need them.
Let's squeeze.
They're good from like a fluff perspective, like a storytelling
Squeeze.
kind of angle. But it just means that there's ends up being so much to keep track of.
Finished.
There you go. What else can we make over here? Apple and onion soup. Done.
Are you ready?
I only had 3 of them, so we need to make 3 more.
Squeeze.
There's a rule that says you have to have at least 6 apple onion soups with you at all times in Ring Fit Adventure.
Looks tasty.
You look tasty. Let's eat the ring. Get 'em, boys. Alrighty. Apparently I have 20 milks. You would have to be such a hardcore Pokemon fan in order to notice that they'd gotten rid of some moves. Like unless they're like getting rid of like solar beam, right? You're not gonna remember. You're not gonna notice that they got rid of the move. Put all the heckin' Pokemon in the game. People are gonna notice that their favorite Pokemon isn't there, right?
Okay.
I think you did ask me about Death Stranding, and the answer is I just
Overhead press.
haven't seen much of it. It looks cool.
Okay, let's move. Push
Everything
it.
I've heard about it
In your stomach.
looks
Good
neat.
job. Okay. Wonderful. Well done. Excellent. Keep it up.
Yeah, a lot of Pokemon.
Amazing. Okay.
Whose fault is that, though?
Well done.
You know what I mean?
Perfect. Nice. Nice. Neat. Great.
Yeah, why not? Or import them from your past game, right?
Great.
I think that's the big thing. It's not necessarily being able to catch them all in the new game.
Very nice.
I'm completely okay with like the National Dex thing,
Fine work.
where you can't use all the Pokemon until after you've beaten the plot,
Fantastic.
and then you can import them from your previous game.
Yes. Yes.
That's completely fine.
Amazing. Excellent.
But I think part of the promise of Pokemon for the longest time has been that
Awesome.
you have these
Well done.
lifelong pals
Nicely done.
that you've brought
Great.
with you across all of your adventures.
All right. Okay. 10 more. Okay.
And so people are always excited
Very
to bring in
Great.
their favorite Pokemon
Keep it up.
and see them in the new
Fine
game.
work. 3. Fantastic. Good job.
And then like blend them into teams with their new friends. And now people just can't do that. All right.
Raise and lower your legs. Left, right, 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 left, right. Target your abs with this. Left, right, 30 more. Right, left, right, halfway there. Left, right, left, right, 20 more. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, 10 more. Right, left, right.
For new players, it could be hard. Yeah, but that's fine. How many people do you think have ever actually, like, what percentage of Pokemon players do you think have ever actually completed the Pokedex?
Warrior 3 pose. Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Be sure to move from your core, not your legs.
Oops.
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs. Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Ideally, this pose should be shaped like the letter T.
Oh. National Dex, but the regional one. Can I feel it working on my abs? No, I have
You made it!
I have the limitation in that pose is on my hamstrings, so that's where I'm feeling it, and that's probably where that'll stay.
Got this.
That's where probably that pose will stay, challenging me until I increase the flexibility in my hamstrings. But until then,
Press.
it's a great exercise for developing flexibility in my hamstrings. How's it going, Cam Man?
Okay, let's
Welcome to the
move.
channel.
Bend your hands slightly for more force.
How are you today?
Very nice.
How are you today? We're talking about
Okay,
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
good job.
I guess it comes out like tomorrow, right? No, Friday.
Nice. Okay. Amazing. Nice.
Somehow,
Keep it up.
the new Pokemon game
All right.
became the most hotly debated topic in gaming.
Great. Fantastic. Yes. Yes.
What do you think this bird is supposed to be?
Fine work. Perfect.
It's like two gym socks?
Good job. Nice. Great. Neat.
Doing a lot of running, learning would be good for building strength. Absolutely, yeah.
Very nice.
I would say so.
Fantastic.
It's
Nice.
it's got a lot going for it because it's like a Pilates ring. You're building strength from resistance, but it's also challenging your stability because
Challenge yourself.
every pound of force, shin guards, yeah, that could be.
You got it.
Every pound of force that you load into the ring with, say, your right arm,
Well done.
you need to stabilize
Nice.
on your left arm,
Come on.
and vice versa.
Very nice. Well done. Yes. Yes. Great.
So the game
Excellent.
challenging is helping you build muscle and build stability at the same time.
Don't push it. Take a break if you need to.
It's never going to be
Knee lift.
this game is never going to help you build strength like
Move super
Just-
energetically.
going to the gym
Left. Right.
and straight up lifting big weights. But the game is a really good combination of like resistance, stability, cardio. It's just nice. It's all around fun. One of the things that's best about this is that
Thigh press.
it's like having a gym buddy or like having a trainer who's like encouraging you to keep going. Where like it's really easy to do this
Okay, let's go.
for an hour compared
This
to going to the
exercise
gym
targets your legs. Okay.
because the game is good at like
Okay.
giving you good challenges, like a bit of a routine to follow.
Yes. All right.
Do you want to be like The Rock from playing Ring Fit?
Fantastic. Keep
If
it
you want to
up.
look like The Rock,
Excellent.
you got to do the things that The Rock is doing.
Great.
I don't think Dwayne Johnson plays Ring Fit,
Okay. Awesome.
but I think this would be really good for
Fantastic.
augmenting
Nice.
whatever else
Amazing. Very nice.
you're doing in your week to get exercise.
All right.
If he
Amazing.
breaks the Ring Fit, probably.
Okay.
You'd have to try really hard.
Excellent. Great. Perfect.
Yeah. If you go back to the original Pokemon game, like Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Green, or whatever you want to call them,
Fine work.
there's so many ridiculous, hilarious
Excellent.
oversights and bugs.
Keep it up.
And you can tell that from day one.
Okay.
It was always just a story thing, right?
Good. Great. Let's pick up the pace. Well done.
It's
Me?
a narrative
Keep it up.
game. It's
All
about
right. Fine work.
telling
Great.
the tale
Good job.
of a youngster
Very nice.
going on an incredible
Fine.
journey.
You got it. Fantastic. All right. Excellent. You made it. Stand up. No need
Like
to
in
rush,
the
though.
in the original Pokemon game, ghost moves were intended
With your legs bent slightly.
to be super effective against psychic types, but because of a programming
A
oversight,
tough one, but you can do it.
the only psychic move, the only ghost move that does damage, Lick, doesn't actually affect psychic Pokemon at all.
Forehead lunge twist.
Because there's only 2 ghost moves in the first version of
Okay,
Pokemon that
let's
do
go.
damage.
Firmly twist your hips and upper body at the same time. Yes! Yes! Sharp!
There's
Great!
Nightshade,
Nice!
which does fixed damage.
Great! Amazing!
And then for whatever reason, psychic Pokemon are immune to Lick.
Well done!
So it's true that in Pokemon Blue,
Okay!
you cannot lick psychic Pokemon. They're immune to it. They're immune to licking.
Good job!
You just have to punch them in the groin with old-fashioned way.
Very nice! Okay! Yes! Yes!
There's so many things like that in Pokemon.
Nice!
Like the
Amazing.
moves,
Great!
any move in
Nicely
Pokemon
done.
that's supposed to
Excellent!
raise your critical hit chance just does nothing.
All right!
Because
Wonderful!
they didn't end up implementing the critical hit
Neat!
chance stat
Let's
and
keep
instead just
going.
use speed
Fantastic!
to determine
Okay!
your crit chance.
Okay! Good! Good! 3!
And so moves like Focus Energy just literally do nothing. They don't do anything at all. They do, when you use Focus Energy, nothing, literally nothing happens. I didn't bring any multi-moves except for the Warrior pose.
Warrior 3 pose.
There's countless other examples of that kind of nonsense too.
Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Train your leg muscles.
Too fast.
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs. Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. It's okay to slightly bend your supporting leg. Flawless! Abguard!
No, it wasn't at all. It wasn't at all. But it was like, yeah. Hey, what's the sign? How's it going? We're talking about Pokemon. We're talking about
Stomach when you breathe out.
all the hilariousness in Gen 1. So another funny thing that happens in the first generation of Pokemon is that you have stack overflow errors. So like if you have a move that would bring your stat above the maximum amount, like or even like a move that brings your attack down, like Growl or whatever. If you growl to the point where the person's attack stat would go below negative 256, it wraps around and becomes the maximum number instead.
Okay, let's go. This exercise works your shoulder. Okay! Excellent!
Just because of the way that the
Fine work! Perfect!
the system keeps track of the values.
Okay!
It's the same thing as like when in Civilization,
Nice!
Gandhi adds
Excellent!
pacifism points until
Very nice!
his pacifism stat
Nice!
bottoms out and he flips around, and Gandhi instead becomes a maniac and a warmonger
Well done!
because
Awesome!
the value for his aggression flips from being as low as possible to as high as possible.
Fantastic. Nicely done!
Yeah.
All right! Amazing!
Been pretty sick for the last couple of days of sleeping, watching YouTube, and
Good
shiny
job.
hunting. Nice. You get anything good?
Wonderful.
What was your first shiny Pokemon? That's what I want to know.
Nicely done.
Other than the red Gyarados at Lake Rage. That one didn't count.
Fantastic. Yes! Yes!
Sorry to hear you're sick also. That sucks.
Keep it
Being
up!
sick is no fun.
Challenge yourself. Okay. Come on. Okay. 10 more. 8. Well done. Fine work. Good job. Come on. 5.
Oddish?
Yes!
That's a good one.
Very nice. Excellent. Keep it up. Perfect.
Have you guys ever heard the explanation of how the missing no glitch works? You rat. Oh, it's a golden. It's a golden one. Maybe you heard, but you don't remember?
Now select a skill.
Let me fill up my water bottle and I'll tell you a tale of memory addresses. Alright, the missing no glitch. So, you might remember a crucial part of the missing no glitch is visiting the old man. who teaches you how to catch Pokemon. The reason for that is because you'll notice that when you go and you do that tutorial, play that hex on me. The reason is when you go do that tutorial, you take the perspective
Move super energetically.
of the old man, right? Like you see his sprite in front of you,
Left, right,
and in the dialogue, in the text that comes up,
right,
it says, where it normally would say your name, in the text box, it says old man,
right, left.
right? So in order to have your name,
Take
or
that.
in order to have the old man show up instead of your name,
You should feel it in your stomach.
they replace your character's name with old man.
Lucky brain.
They literally overwrite. They literally overwrite your character's name with old man, and then look at this asshole.
You don't have many hearts left.
And so, where are they going to put your character name while old man is replacing your name? Well, they put it in the battle data, right? They throw it in some
Warrior
memory address that isn't used for the purposes of that battle. And they say, we're just going to chuck it here. After the end of this encounter, when you leave this zone, we'll take that information out of the battle data. We'll write it over top of the character name. So it's no longer old man, and then you're good to go. So that's fantastic. Unless you fly out of that zone, right? Because then what happens is your character's name never gets unloaded from the battle data, right? So what ends up happening
Perfect. Lower a little more.
is
This is a great exercise.
when you then
Work your abs.
go find an encounter, the game looks at the battle data to figure out what kind of Pokemon spawn in that area, right? So it goes to the battle data and it goes, oh, what's this? Liam G25. Okay. Let's just go look up the memory address, Liam G25, to see what Pokemon data is stored there. And of course, because the Liam G25 memory address doesn't point to Pokemon, it points to the sprite,
Okay, let's switch sides.
the
Don't
sprite
forget to switch
information
legs.
for Bulbasaur, or it points to a sound file
Slowly return to the start.
or whatever.
Lower your body.
The game just says, oh cool, look at this cool Pokemon. Because all the Game Boy games are written in something similar to assembly. So when it goes to that memory address,
KO.
it finds like data that the game knows how to use. It's just not valid data. It just doesn't represent anything comprehensible to the human eye. And so as it goes,
But you can do it.
like loading in sprites, loading in stats, loading evolution data, loading moves, and all that stuff, it just gets a jumble of garbage. And that's what Missing No is.
Overhead lunge twist.
So the Missing No Pokemon do actually have real real pictures that
Okay,
aren't
let's
corrupted,
move.
right?
Drop your hips to also work your lower body.
So, as a side benefit,
Yes! Yes!
if you know
Nice! Well done!
which memory addresses certain bits of information are stored,
Very nice!
you can put your name to be that string.
Great!
You can make
Awesome!
your name a memory address
Good job!
that you would like the game to just read from.
Great!
And it does it happily, not knowing anything's wrong. And so as a result,
Okay.
you can get the Pokemon games to run
Fantastic.
arbitrary code.
Fantastic. Neat.
So you can do a
Excellent.
complete system takeover.
Excellent.
And get the Game Boy to do whatever you want.
Fantastic. Wonderful. All right. Great. Let's pick up the pace. Yes. Yes. You got it. 5. Fantastic. You got it. 3. All right. Great. 1 left. Nice. Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget.
And
to
that's how the
switch
missing
legs.
no glitch works. It's basically a memory exploit. They programmed in this situation where they just assumed that they could do this shorthand for storing your character name in the battle data, assuming that you would always just
Okay,
walk
let's
out of
move.
that area.
This will focus on your weight. Well done.
Completely
Awesome.
forgetting that you would eventually,
Fine
at some
work.
point in the game, be able to fly
Amazing.
away.
Okay. Perfect.
Hey, sorry, my first few shinies were all next to mine.
Great.
They were all handed to me by a girl at university.
Amazing.
Had a crush on me. She's one chromosome short of being your type.
Excellent.
You could be platonic lab mates.
Okay. Sharp. Fantastic.
You could also just partner with somebody you have no passion for. People do it all the time.
Nice.
See
Nicely
trophy
done.
wives and trophy husbands.
Neat. Keep it up.
Neat.
Excellent. Sharp. Good job.
Well, I hope you're feeling better.
Awesome.
I'm glad to hear you're good friends.
Very nice. Amazing.
Awkward.
All right. Perfect.
Hey, Envy. Alright. Sounds good, Envy. Thanks for coming by and saying hello.
Great.
I hope you're having a good one.
Increase your pace. Okay. Neat. 5. Great. Okay. 3. Nice. Keep it up. 1 left. Okay. Excellent.
Aw, I left it for too long, I
Great
guess.
job. Go drink
Whatever.
some water.
You drink some water. That's rank indeed. Yeah, I don't know. Shout outs to trophy wives. Game's gotta respect game, you know. Now that's what I call pump it up. Yes, we got the Quantum Gemeralds. Only 6 more and I become Super Liam. Did you finally find a new game to buy? I think I'm gonna get Link's Awakening. I think I'll get the remake of Link's Awakening. That's not until December though, so I got some time. Let's do the Thigh Rider. Link's Awakening seems like a good choice. Usually what I do, because I've got like a fixed budget, right? I've got the same amount of money to spend on games every month.
Go.
I have not played Cadence of Hyrule. I've heard it's really good, but it's kind of a foolish thing. But
Outstanding. Be sure to extend your dash. Outstanding.
I kind of find rhythm games frustrating. Part of it is with rhythm games, I would rather just go play the song myself.
Great effort. This will focus
You know what I
on
mean?
working your legs.
And when
Keep it up.
rhythm games don't
Outstanding.
like match up with how I feel like the rhythm should be articulated,
Amazing.
it's frustrating for me. And I know that's stupid,
You'll get points for hovering over long distances.
and I know that's like my fault and not the game's fault. Oh, we can do better than that. But yeah, as a result, I have trouble with rhythm games. They're not for me. Gnu! We can do better than that. We can do better than we will do better. I never see it like that, but when you're a good musician, rhythm games can be restrictive. Yeah, like, it's
Ready?
cool, it's cool.
Go.
Not a fan of Guitar Hero? No. It's, like, it's... I don't fault any... How do I get out of this? I don't fault anybody for enjoying them. Same thing as like Pokemon. It's like I'm not picking up Pokemon Sword and Shield, but I hope everybody has fun with them. But yeah, like one of the things that I found really funny about Guitar Hero when it came out was it's like
Go.
some of the songs are harder to play in Guitar Hero than they are to just learn on guitar. You know what I mean? Like
Good. Great effort.
the other thing is like
And repeat.
I'm not coming on to her like I need to. The other thing with like Rock Band, with like the drums, like back in the day I used to play drum set as well. I dropped drum set when I went to university to focus on playing bass.
Outstanding.
But at the time, like I could play
Outstanding. Want to work
I could
on
play
your
all of those
Try this.
songs on drums because rock drums isn't hard in like the first instance. Obviously, like with any type of music, there's
Great effort.
a real artistry and musicality that goes into it that's way beyond like just whether or not you can swing your arms in the right time.
Your legs.
So I'm not saying that like playing rock drums is not like a good
Outstanding.
thing. Not saying that, but just like a lot of the songs, I would go to just play the actual drum part because I could hear it. Or you just play with the drums that are on the track.
You'll get points for hovering over long distances.
And then the game would like deduct points for not following the colored dots appropriately. Yeah, the taiko drum game looks really good. One of the things that looks good about that taiko drum game is it looks like the patterns actually match the song you're hearing. Guitar was more like push the button in rhythm and not playing a song. Yeah, for sure. I played a little bit of Crypt of the Necrodancer, and it was cute, but it didn't do it for me. I would be willing to try Cadence of Hyrule. I have an open mind. I'll play anything at least once. You know, I'm not going to refuse to have fun. But yeah, rhythm games usually aren't my thing. I would gladly play the taiko drum game. The controller's pretty expensive though, right? The only way I'd play it is if I had the real,
Okay.
if I had the real taiko drum controller. No half measures here.
Revolves crescent lunge pose. Slowly twist to the That's it. Twist a little more. Focus on your form. Slowly return to the starting position.
You can't find it in France. Yeah, like you have to import it from like Play Asia or something.
Twist a little more.
And it's like $100 for the controller alone.
And return.
See, what I like about that is like it's a rhythm game where you actually do play the drum part,
Okay, let's switch sides.
and the easy modes are just easy drum parts. What an idea.
That's it. Twist a little more. Slowly return to the starting position. Hook your elbow on the knee of your bent forward leg. And return.
I am.
Match speeds with the example. Good. Stay focused. Amp guard.
It was only 62 USD on Play
With
Asia.
your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
Yeah.
Lucky break. Select a skill.
At this price, it's more interesting to buy the bundle. Yeah, for sure. I'm really tempted. I'm really considering it. Maybe if somehow I come into some money, I'll splurge, and we'll make it happen.
Flutter kick.
And we can have a taiko drumming stream, and it'll just be like. Pa, 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 pa.
Raise and lower your legs. Left, right, 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 left, right. Get into the groove. Right, left, 30 more. Right, left, halfway there. Right, left, 20 more. Right, left, left. Nice work.
Yeah, I think like it's based off of an arcade game, right? It's like one of those big Japanese arcade games where there's like a life-size taiko drum. Like not one of the big, like huge ones, but one of the ones that are like that big, the size of like a, I don't know, a hula hoop, or whatever, right? I'd be into that in a big way. I remember being bad at this, but we will do it for the mustard skeleton. All right, we can do it.
Ready? Go!
Oops.
Lift your heels to work your calf muscles too.
Ah.
side as you breathe out.
I'm trying. Oh, come on. I don't like that one. Whatever, that's fine. I find the side-to-side thing is not super duper accurate compared to how I feel in my body. Yes, a mustard skeleton. Yeah, I would definitely play the taiko drum game. I could get into that. For me, part of it is it's just, yeah, it's like playing music, but more lighthearted because I don't have to worry about doing it like actually right. It's like when I'm practicing or whatever, I actually have to try to get better at whatever it is that I'm practicing. But with a taiko drum game, I could just go ba 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 ba. Drums are fun. Drums are fun. For like 2 hours, and then go. All right, well, see ya. Let's do. I don't know. What do we want here? I like this pendulum thing. It's working for me. Apparently this place has got lemons. Yes! Yes, lemons! So excited for lemons. Bending your neck more than your torso, that's why it doesn't pick up the movement. Maybe we'll keep my neck straight. Well, not straight. But pointed gaily upwards with a sort of a proud dignity. To have, instead of having this posture, to have this posture. Let's exercise. Aren't you always pointing your head gaily, regardless of how you point it, though? Maybe there's some things I don't understand about you. Maybe I don't know what the rules are.
Come on, let's go.
I didn't pay attention to that part in health class, I guess.
Skill and attack. Pendulum bend. Okay, let's move. Raise your arms while breathing in. Excellent.
The posture is very important. For a lot of the exercises, the posture is the whole thing,
30
right?
more.
If you're not doing them properly,
Well done.
if you're not doing them with the right posture, for a lot of these, you're essentially not even doing them.
8. Excellent. Fine work.
Usually I find it just takes a bit of like fishing around.
All right. Nicely done. Good job.
Fishing it around to the point where you find the sweet spot. You
Amazing.
get used to it.
Okay. Sharp. Fantastic. Wonderful. Nice. Awesome. Great. 20 more. Very nice. Keep it up. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Great. Amazing. Neat. Nicely done. Well done. Fantastic. Yes. Yes. Keep it up. Okay. Let's keep going. Great. Okay. All right. Well done. You got it. 5. Great. Fine work. 3. Come on. Fantastic. 1 left. Okay. Excellent. The enemy's disoriented. Now's our chance. Abdominal twist press rush.
Isn't it the same pose as Sylvando? The character options. This Sylvando does kind of have like a. He's not doing like the full like 90s gay panic comedy thing, but he definitely has like. It's like shoulders back, chest forward, hip out, right? It's kind of that. But it's loose. It's also loose, right? I can't do it. I can't do it justice. Clipped.
Keep it up. Strike over and over.
Ah! Eat it. Village People vibes? For sure.
Vanguard.
I've really come around on Sylvando in Dragon Quest XI. The more and more time he spent with the party, the more I appreciated him.
Select a skill. Gaze the chest. Okay, let's move. Avoid doing this on a hard floor. Very nice.
Who's the villain from Popeye? His Bluto?
Excellent.
He's the best, buddy.
Wonderful.
I still like
Fine work.
Veronica the most.
Okay.
What did I not initially like about Sylvando?
Good job.
The
Fantastic.
you know when like you don't know somebody,
Great.
but they treat you like you've been friends for years,
All right.
and they're like just instantly comfortable with you.
Great. Keep it up. Nice.
I find that off-putting
Amazing.
in
Fantastic.
in a person.
Neat. Nice work.
I much preferred Eric's reserved sensibilities. Ugh. Yeah, for sure. I like Veronica because she says the things that I think but don't say. Tricep kickback? Yeah, man. It's about time Triceps got paid. Triceps got their a little something. Yeah, so like I was happy for Sylvando to be waiting in the wings. It just took me a while to warm up to the guys all.
You can jump a little higher by bending your knees more. Yes. Good. Yes. Nice. You did it. Yeah. Nice work. Yeah.
I tried. We have to go live in this waterfall cave now.
Score!
And trudge through the water. Yeah, it goes on forever.
This will be weird, but press me on your abs and twist your upper body left and right.
I encourage you all to use that as a pickup line. This would be weird, but press me against your abs.
Good.
But yeah, apparently there's 40 worlds.
Let's select the skill.
So I'm on like world 8 of 40. Let's do some of these.
Side press. Okay, let's move. Crush it with the insides of your thighs.
That's why you're not allowed to the gym on campus anymore.
Amazing. Nice.
Because of your
Very nice.
non-traditional spotting techniques.
Excellent. Wonderful. Good job. Awesome. Neat. Well done. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Fine work. Keep it up. All right.
Am I tired yet? I started tired. I'm gonna be honest with you. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night.
Great.
I don't recommend that to anybody,
Neat.
but you know,
Excellent. Very nice.
there's no sense of, there's no chance I'll get a good night's sleep tonight.
Great. Let's pick up the pace. Good job. Fantastic. Keep it up. Very nice.
There's no
Okay.
chance I'll get a good
Yes.
sleep
Fine work. Well done.
if I don't exercise today, so
Good job.
I just gotta keep it my all.
Made it. Stand up. No need to rush though.
What kept me up? The normal things, you know, thinking about the buttocks. So this is very healthy. Sorry to hear that you couldn't sleep well. Sorry, that sucks. I'm a real wuss when it comes to that stuff too. Like if I sleep less than like 7 hours, usually the next day I'm a big cranky puss. So I'm doing everything I can for the kids of Twitch today.
Tricep kickback.
All right, let's try this thing. How does this do? Left hand. Raise your elbow.
Okay, let's go. Focus on your upper arms. Well done.
I think it's just the angle of my
Nicely
wrist.
done. Great. Awesome. Okay. Nice.
How long have I been an affiliate? I think about a year now.
Excellent.
Maybe more.
Amazing.
We were talking about this on stream for a bit. I think I started
Fine work.
maybe in June of last year,
Yes. Yes.
and I forget exactly when I became an affiliate, but it was a couple months afterwards.
Excellent.
It didn't take me that long because I was speedrunning Splatoon 2,
Okay.
and it only took me a couple of months to get some good times in the game.
Excellent.
And
Increase
so
your pace. Okay.
the Splatoon 2 speedrunning community was very supportive of me
Excellent.
in terms of
Good. Good.
coming out for my streams.
Great. One left. Okay.
Sort of like
let's
a built-in
switch sides.
audience, right?
Okay, let's go. Hold your elbows up. Great. Wonderful.
I think I'm way more bent over than Tip is.
Excellent. Nice.
What is Body? How does Body do?
Great. All right.
Yeah, every now and then my brain just decides that it doesn't want me to sleep. I've got a lot going on in my life right now,
Okay.
in terms of like, I'm going back to school soon.
Fantastic.
I got the band on the go. I just sent in another grant application for Octorock today, so getting that on my mind is the thing. We got another video coming out on the 15th, and then another video coming out on the 1st, and then the band has a recording session planned again for January, and
Very nice.
January is when I'll go back to school, and I do the stream, and I have a day job.
Challenge yourself. Nice.
So I usually have to be pretty
Great. 5. Okay.
serious about
Come on.
keeping a journal,
Keep it up.
just so I can get sleep at night.
One left. Nice.
Because if I don't keep a journal and I don't take some time at the end of the day to write all my thoughts down and kind of put them away,
Skill.
they keep me up. Yeah, a grant application. The Ontario Arts Council. No, I'm not going to grad school. I'm going back to school to get a diploma. I'm learning. I want to add some audio programming skills to my toolkit, and so I'm learning C++ and C and DSPs and learning some math.
Okay, let's go. Breathe out.
the-
and close your legs. Fine work.
The grant was to the grant application was for the Ontario Arts Council
Keep it up.
to try to get some funding for Octorock to record
Good job.
a longer length recording.
Excellent.
Um,
Okay.
I won't tell you much about it because if we don't get it, we can't do the project, and I would hate to get people's. I don't want to talk about the school about it. Nothing.
Awesome.
But with our current setup, we have enough money to pay for a professional recording studio to record in. But then I have to do the post-production.
Wonderful.
I have to mix and master
Well done.
recordings.
Perfect.
And I don't think I do a bad job.
Okay.
But I'm also not like an industry veteran who's been mixing professionally for 20 years, right?
Great.
I don't have the best equipment. I don't have the best experience.
Fine work.
I don't have
Nicely done.
careers with the knowledge, right? I'm learning as I go, which has been great. It's been an awesome learning opportunity that I've been really happy for.
Amazing. Oh,
But
let's keep going.
as you, I'm sure all know, I'm ambitious about the band,
10 more.
and the only way for the band
Fine work.
to
Very
do
nice. Come on.
as good as it possibly
Okay.
can,
Great.
it needs to have the best people doing every part
Great
of the
hustle.
job,
Keep
every
it
part
up.
of the production. And I have no shame in admitting that I am not the best mixing engineer out there. That's just fun. Only somebody in my cohort who actually likes stats. The parts you set you apart, Z. Yeah, because for me it's for audio stuff. A lot of it has to do with like calculating wave functions specifically. Working with that stuff. Aces in their places. Yeah. I love mixing rock. It's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed doing it. I've learned a lot. And I think learning it has taught me to be a better musician and a better arranger because I have a better understanding of what will need to happen to my music in the end in order to go from idea on a page on a music stand into a microphone into a computer. Hey Evia, how's it going? We're playing some Ring Fit Adventure and talking about music production.
Nice.
I can do that flip in real life too.
Drop your hips. Victory!
How's it going, Evia? Canadians say Z or Z? Either way. This is very cool. You're right. So, all right. Z, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, right? So people always laugh, right? They laugh Z. Who says Z? That's crazy. But see, the other people are the people who have the alphabet wrong. It's not Z. It's not Z, it's Z. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, Jed, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, Ped, Q, R, S, T, U, Ved, right? The French do say Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, W, Y. Reported. How's it going, Evia? What's your story? Reported for saying Z? Or for my amazing alphabet song? Yeah, poetic license. Je suis un artiste. Ah, ¿cómo estás, Evia? I don't know. I wanted to save up for my dude backbreaker, so we're gonna need one more skill gem or whatever. I was looking for some streams. Oh, Liam's streaming. Let me check it out. Oh, what is he doing? I'm being the coolest dude you've ever known. I'm a rude dude with tude, and I got a mustard skeleton. Don't you effing know it? Facts. Facts. We're gonna change into our new mustard skeleton outfit. All right. We are now accepting applications for copulation. Okay. I don't know if I can do any of these, but we can get more squats happening today. I'm into it. Mustard squat mage? That's the lore, right? That's the lore. Switch this bad boy out. So fun story, we had French mandate in Syria for a long time. And some French words entered our colloquial speech in weird ways. So in Syrian Arabic, artiste is basically a prostitute. Yes. That's amazing. It's not, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. In English, artist kind of also means prostitute. So, think that one through. Do some hip lifts. Yeah! Alright, we'll do some hip lifts just for, we'll do some hip lifts for our dear pal Greg. I don't know how many hit points we'll lose over the course of this this battle, though, Greg. What about this? How do you feel about open and closed leg raise? The plank is frustrating. We're all Grand T slews in the end. Plank is held. Plank also doesn't get detected well. West of the Sun says, scientists too, we're all Grant sluts in the end. The auto mod has blocked it, but I'll say it out loud. because I know what he means. He's not slut shaming. He's science shaming. I don't know. I don't know. The best thing I think I can give you is the flutter kick, Greg. You get some foot action. That's the best I can do for you. Next time we fight a boss, I'll do the hip raise. And you can get some hip raises in. Some mustard skeleton hip raises. We've doubled our harvesting.
Let's go.
You don't have to convince me. You don't have to convince me about people not valuing a discipline enough. I'm a musician. We're the original complaining about a lack of public support. It's the original, the OG. No one likes my music.
Let's select a skill. Vocal.
Let's do it. It's bow time.
Okay, let's move. Target your back with this one. Yes! Yes! Nicely done! Very nice! Well done!
Yeah, it's true. Way better in sciences. Oh yeah, totally. Have you ever heard of a music lab?
Keep it up!
Like a music lab is just like an empty room with like a music stand. And we can't even get those. Like,
Fantastic!
you give me a closet
Okay!
with a music stand and a chair. You have a music lab.
All right! Sharp!
But that's too expensive.
Fine work! Fantastic! Perfect! Excellent! Okay! Amazing! Great! Increase your pace!
How's the ring fit treating you,
Five. Come
West of
on.
the Sun?
Fantastic! Three! Great! One left! Okay, let's switch sides. Okay, let's move. Hold the ring on while breathing in. Good
You
job!
want performing closets?
Nice!
Because this isn't high school anymore?
All right! Awesome! Very nice!
One day this magazine will be my future husband.
Good job! Excellent!
The,
Fine work! Great!
yeah, everybody loves music until they have to overhear somebody practicing it.
Yes!
After that, people hate music.
Nice!
And they hate musicians.
Fantastic!
And they want you to go away.
Well done! Sharp! Okay!
I love it. It's been a few days on my account because my disease saved.
Nice!
I'll send you some more rings tomorrow.
Let's keep going! Neat! Yes! Yes! Five! Come on! Excellent! Very nice! One left! Perfect! Keep squeezing!
Totally. You can't play a trombone quietly, right? Like a quiet trombone is still louder than someone yelling.
Tricep kickback. Okay, let's move. Good for working those upper arms.
So I'm finding that obviously there's like no
Okay.
resistance here,
Wonderful.
but you can use it as like flexibility thing. Like trying to free up your shoulder.
Great!
Bring a little more mobility to your neck.
Good! Amazing! Very nice! Keep it up! Nice!
Good.
Okay! Fantastic! Neat!
And if you really push against your shoulder blade,
Fantastic!
you can get some good resistance here.
Well done! Challenge yourself! Great! Well done! 5! Neat! Okay! 3! Okay! Good job! 1 left! Okay, let's switch sides.
Yeah, that ended up working.
Okay, let's move.
Doing 21 of them definitely
Hold
helps.
your grip as firmly as you can. Okay! Amazing! Excellent! Fine work!
That guy hit 420 damage.
All right!
Remember that?
Perfect!
Remember drugs?
Good job! Nice! Nice! Nicely done! Yes! Yes! Great! Sharp! All right! Keep it up! Neat! Amazing! Fine work! Okay! Wonderful! Great! Well done! Great, let's pick up the pace. Okay! You got it! 5. Nice! All right! 3. Fine work! Okay! 1 left! Okay!
Yeah, those work surprisingly well. Gotta admit.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms. Lucky break! Keep going.
You got a lucky
Like the
break.
skill.
Alright, this one goes out to Greg. Greg, we love you, buddy.
Raise and lower your legs. Left, right, 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 left. Be careful not to overextend your knees. Right, 30 more. Left, right. Whew. Tough one.
I got an emerald. What's that for? What does the emerald do? I don't know. I don't heckin' know. Welcome back. Bienvenido.
Awesome work. Yay!
Oh, come on. There we go.
Nice work. Great. Good. Great effort. Yes, good.
Get those apricots. I love apricots.
Great.
Apricots in the squat zone.
You did it.
Whew.
Select a skill and attack.
What do we got?
Soulful. Okay, let's move.
Making tons of progress tonight.
Jumper on. Yes! Yes! Okay! Amazing! Excellent! Fantastic! Perfect! Very nice! Excellent! Good job! Great! Wonderful! Well done! Nice!
I am.
Sharp!
I am playing more than usual. What are the steppers model after? I don't know.
Okay!
Frog rugby ball?
Fine
It's not gonna break. And because of the kind of material that it's made out of, even if it didn't break,
Okay!
even if it did break, it's not like it's just gonna explode. I am playing more than usual.
Size.
I got a horrible sleep last night, and I'm trying to make sure that tonight I
Okay.
sleep like a log.
Hold it away from your face to aim. All right. Nice. Great. Nicely done. Neat.
I want to make sure that I'm asleep for
All right.
14 hours.
Very nice. Fantastic.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Evia gets it.
Amazing.
Well, this is another one of those things where it's like
Keep it up. Nice.
the username doesn't match up with what I say. For anybody who's confused, Pasta Cuenta
Fine work.
is who I'm calling Evia or Evia.
Excellent. Great. Great. Let's pick up the pace. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Evia, chat.
Okay.
Chat,
3.
Evia.
You got it. Come on. Flawless. With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
If only I had 14 consecutive hours to sleep in. Yeah, I feel ya.
Lucky break.
I'll be able to sleep in a bit on Friday. I'm gonna have to settle for just trying to get 8 good hours tonight. 8 actually tired, actually not awake hours of sleep.
Okay. Let's select a skill. Hinge pose. Slowly bend to the left. Next speeds with the example. This pose stretches your back. Let's switch sides. Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. Try to move your arms from your shoulder blades. Slowly bend to the right. Excellent! Amguard!
If you say so.
Your stomach when you breathe out. Be sure to stay hydrated. Tricep kickback.
Actually, no. I don't want to do that right now. Do I have any other coverage moves? All right.
What?
We're just gonna do what I was born to do. My one true gift in
Okay,
life.
let's go. Keep your knees behind your toes. Very nice. Sharp. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Nicely done. Good job. Amazing. Great. Okay. Fine work. Awesome. All right. Nice. All right.
I'm really curious about the maximum difficulty. We're so close.
Excellent.
We're at 28 of 30 right now.
Neat. Nicely done. Yes. Yes. Amazing. Nice. Okay. Perfect.
Well, that must be horrible. Do you know that I'm a squat mage professionally? We'll find out.
Very nice.
I'm starting to
Sharp.
get used to this. I'm literally going as low as I can.
Fantastic.
Like my knees don't bend further.
Very nice. KO.
Oh, whatever. I think the calibration got off.
You got this.
All right.
Thigh press.
Yeah, we're at 28 to 30.
Okay, let's go.
The plan is
Crush it with the insides of your thighs.
to get max difficulty
Well done.
and then start speed running the game.
Fantastic.
That's the game plan here.
Wonderful. Excellent. Fantastic. Good job. Excellent. Nice. Keep it up. Okay. Amazing. Neat. Awesome. All right. Nice. Fine work. Well done. Wonderful. Great. Perfect. Very nice. Great. Amazing. Okay. Keep it up. Okay. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Let's keep going. Yes. Yes. Well done. All right. Great. Keep it up. Excellent. Fine work. 5. Great. Great. Well done. You made
Oh, come on.
No need to rush, though.
You made it. It's funny. She went to say, "You made it," and then also stand up,
With your legs bent
and it came out as, "You may stand up." Oh, Ring. Oh, Ringo.
Lucky break. Don't push it. Take a break if you need to.
I'll push it if I feel like pushing it, okay? I don't need you to tell me what to do, you stupid Ring. You're not my real dad.
Squat.
Seal the deal with squats.
Okay, let's move. Bend your legs as you breathe. Good job. Fantastic. Fine work. That one's down. Keep squeezing. Excellent. Just like the skill. Flutter kick.
Alright.
Raise and lower your legs. Left, right, 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 left, right. Get into the groove. Left, right, 30 more. Left, right, halfway there. Left, right. Whew. Tough one.
Tough for you. Yes. Crushing it. We're getting up there. I see what they did. Cute.
Drop your hips. Stretch. Victory!
Okay. Okay. I think that's it for me. I think we're gonna do the cool down stretches. And then that's enough Ring Fit adventure for one day. For your poor pal Liam. Squat hero. I always felt it. I always knew it deep inside I was the squat hero. So hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep. There you go. Game says I burnt 370 calories. Hopefully that's enough to put my head down for the night. I'm pretty sure you will. The timer's cool because the timer, like if you look in the bottom left, the timer's not going up right now, right? It only counts up when you're actually exercising. let's do a cool down. That's all to bring let's bring the energy down. So today I only did 135 squats today. I'm unimpressed. I've done over 1,000 squats since I've owned this game though. That's a milestone for sure. Doing pretty good. Feel good about that. Feeling good about that. To the next 1,000 squats, right? We're just getting started. That's right, baby. That's right, baby. Feels good. Feels good. That's why they call me the squat mage. I cast fireball. I need it. You need it. Thigh press performer. Let us indeed stretch. Very needed.
Let's begin our static stretching. You won't need the ring con.
You won't need the ring
Be
con.
mindful of your body and stretch within the range of your ability. Use your right hand to pull back the fingers of your left hand. While arching back your left wrist, stretch your left arm forward.
Well, thanks so much for joining me for the stream, everybody. I'm glad that you enjoy watching me get my butt
Now
kicked.
do the same on the opposite side.
Hopefully I
You
can
get a deeper stretch by pulling your arm in closer.
help send you some of my energy your way so you can get some of the stuff you need done today.
Bring yourself back slowly.
Done with a smile on your face too.
Raise both arms and pull down on your left elbow. Stretch your upper arms while pulling your elbow downward. Now do the same on the opposite side. Be careful not to let your head fall forward. Bring yourself back slowly. Join your hands together in front of you. Position your glutes as if you're going to sit down, then stretch your hands forward.
Oh, baby. Oh, sugar. Oh, honey.
Bring yourself back slowly. Put your right leg forward and put your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee and stretch out your left calf.
Yes. Feels good.
Now switch legs. Stretch slowly and do your best not to bounce.
Oh, baby. That's good. That's good stuff right there.
Bring yourself back slowly. Widen your stance, place your hands on your knees, and drop your hips. Rotate your left shoulder inward and extend your left hip joint. Return to facing forward. Now stretch your right hip joint too.
Showering, what's that? What's a shower?
Point your knees and toes outward. Bring yourself back slowly. And your stretching is complete. Good job.
Is a shower when you eat processed cheese and watch reruns of The Office? Yeah, I know. A shower is definitely well deserved. I went through 2 water bottles today. The tip of the day, right? Tell me about sodium. Well, you see, sodium is an element that the body needs to work properly. Sodium is involved in your body's regulation of both blood pressure and blood volume. It's also required for your nerves and muscles to work correctly. Sodium is found naturally in most foods. It's also added to processed foods. It's true. It's hard to not get enough sodium in your diet. Sodium is useful both because it helps carry water, and it helps, and it's for its electricity, for its conductivity. NaCl. Yeah, most of the time when you're eating it, it's NaCl. Okay, everybody, this is a good one. Your boy Liam has pooped. I could definitely use one of these shower things that Evie is telling me about. I did work hard. I believe I'm not going to do a Dragon Quest stream after this. Sorry to let you guys down that way, but I just didn't get a good night's sleep, and I need to get to bed early. So I'm going to be turning the video game screens off earlier tonight than I normally would, so that I can get a good night's sleep, because I can't go 2 nights in a row with two nights in a row with only 4 hours of sleep. It's too much stuff I gotta get done. So sorry for that. Hopefully you can forgive me for cutting you off of that sugar you love so much, the Dragon Quest. But I gotta take one for Liam today. Yeah. Thanks so much, everybody. Hope everybody has a good night or good day or whatever time it is in their time zone. Hit me up on the Discord. You can always find me there. Good night, everybody.